Run around on packing, son. See the police, I'm smashing, son. Run up on whacking, son. Play for keeps, ain't passing none. Cross them up like Iverson. OB acting like he live, son. Rollie, bust down on Sony. Touchdown, shoot first, spin round. Came up, bend down. Rollie, bust down on Sony. Touchdown, shoot first, spin round. Came up, bend down. Fuck that shit, the whole team gon' flash. 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 Got 'em mad when I drop the top. I'm a freak train, I can't be stopped. Run up, I'm pop this top. Newsman said he seen his helmet drop. I'm ready through the green, boy. I'm living my dreams, boy. I did it for the team, boy. When it got that ring, boy. Got good footwork, don't blitz. Yeah, I heard you can tackle, don't miss. Nigga straight from the app, can't switch. Brad County go down, shit lit. So boy, now my new name Rich. Got ice in my grill and my wrist. On your TV screen making hits. Whipping up Tom Brady with my wrist. A nigga won't ask for none. If I go broke, I'll snatch your son. Run around on packing, son. See the police, I'm smashing, son. Run up on whacking, son. Play for keeps, ain't passing none. Cross them up like Iverson. OB acting like he live, son. Rollie, bust down on Sony. Touchdown, shoot first, spin round. Came up, bend down. Rollie, bust down on Sony. Touchdown, shoot first, spin round. Came up, bend down. Fuck that shit, the whole team gon' flash. 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 Fuck that shit, the whole team gon' flash.
A nigga won't ask for none. If I go broke, I'll snatch your son. Run around, I'm packing, son. See the police, I'm smashing, son. Run up, I'm whacking, son. Play for keeps, ain't passing none. Cross them up like Iverson. OB acting like he live, son.
Grab your weed.
As soon as he goes live, he's gonna introduce everybody.
We're live. What you mean?
Okay,
The
here
intro
we go,
played.
here
We
we go.
live. Yep, we on
Okay,
screen.
shoot, we live. Let's get it.
You know, that was shout out to Snap. Shout out to Snap Libra. You know,
Salute
Luke.
Snap the
I
Goat.
should hit him up to see what his opinions is on this. I should tell him to come right on to pan you or whatever. I might just do that. I'm trying to connect my phone so we can listen to this interview because I don't believe in sound bites. Oh,
Right.
by the way,
Grab your weed, cause you're now tuned in to the TRBRC podcast.
and this is your mom favorite, the mom stickler. I'm with a great group of people. You know what I'm saying? We got the legendary Phone Jones with us.
Yes, sir. Salute.
We got the one of the wisest guys on the panel. He don't know shit about bots. It's like, no, he got some knowledge on bots. I give it to him. DM3 Entertainment.
What's up, all my melanated people?
Then we got the most beautiful lady on the planet. I was waiting for one of y'all to say something, either May Lang or Shay Buggins. I was waiting for one of y'all to claim that.
That's both of us. We both sitting right there, pretty, aren't we, Shay?
Right, that's right. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Shay Buggin.
And it's your girl May Ling.
All right, Shay.
All right, let me put a little bit more meat on them introductions because they didn't really say too much about each other. We got the founder of Dragon's Lair Entertainment. That's a dope show coming soon. Miss May Ling, Pretty Flower 2618. You can catch her on Instagram.
Right.
Doing big things. Team Smoke.
Salute.
We got Shay Buggins, the queen. She got a definitely bestseller that's gonna be hitting these streets sooner or later. Real talk. And she do music. But like we got Shay Buggins, so like everybody go check out my girl Shay Buggins. You can follow her on Shannon C on Instagram.
Aquafina.
My bad. My bad.
Okay.
What is it? Like
So
it's an underscore.
Aquafina.
Underscore,
There's
right?
no underscore.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
It's like only there's only a few people on the earth with that name on that planet.
Yeah.
You know, my name, so you can't mess
Yeah, go follow the ladies, man. Real beautiful ladies. All right, so this is a topic. Once again, dope topic. Shay put it out there. She told me, "Hey, look, yo, you heard what Joe Biden said?" I said, "Nah." So she told me, and I got the interview and stuff for y'all. I want to play it with like while we on the panel and like you know what I'm saying because I know what everybody want to hear that sound bite where he says you're not black if you don't know who to choose or who to vote for between me or Trump. But that whole interview was a mess. Like I feel like you know, I don't even want to give my whole opinions on it because I don't want to paint anybody's perspective. I want to know how y'all feel when y'all listen to it. It's about 18 minutes. It's pretty not long actually. If you go by interviews on the Breakfast Club, they usually about an hour. If at the least they be 45 minutes.
45 minutes, right?
But yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, let's
Actually,
play it. I want to listen to it because I was trying to listen to it earlier, but I didn't have the time to do it. But I'm glad I'm here now.
Yeah, this is on Breakfast Club. I just want to
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Vice President Biden, how are you today?
Good. Good to see you.
By the way, all copyrights go to the Breakfast Club and their affiliates and stuff. We don't own none of this stuff. We just here for the commentary and to give our honest opinions. We do not own any of this content, but we are using this just to give commentary and give our opinions on the content, which is an interview.
Under fair use.
Under fair use. Thank you.
Yeah.
Same here. You know, I've been critical of you. I have a few things I want to talk to you about.
I know you have.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
No, I don't. That's why I want to get to know you today. I want to talk to you about mostly black stuff. But, you know, first of all, how are you? How's your family during this quarantine?
Thank God everybody's doing well. How about you and your family?
Man, we over here blessed, black, and highly favored, man.
Well, I tell you what, the black community is getting killed, though.
That is very, very true.
Wow.
That is very true.
Wow. Just 30 seconds in.
Oh, my.
30 seconds in.
He can't even help
This
Freudian
dude, yo,
slip.
Biden is snapping, dog. Biden is snapping.
Squeeze that in.
Biden is snapping, man.
For no reason.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed like that, but I'm just sorry. It's not that.
That just sounded when I heard it too. So that was my reaction. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. But it's like this is unreal. This is not reality right now, bro. Like this
That's
country, this is not reality. This is not reality.
You gotta play the rest.
I gotta play that back. I don't think Phone Jones or DM3 even caught that.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Vice President Biden, how are you today?
Good. Good to see you.
Same here. You know, I've been critical of you. I have a few things I want to talk to you about.
I know you have.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
No, I don't. That's why I want to get to know you today. I want to talk to you about mostly black stuff. But, you know, first of all, how are you? How's your family during this quarantine?
Thank God everybody's doing well. How about you and your family?
Man, we over here blessed, black, and highly favored, man.
Well, I tell you what, the black community is getting killed, though.
That is very, very true. That is very true. You know, it's a lot of right-wing media outlets. They question you. They question your cognitive health. They don't think everything's working upstairs. What do you say to that?
I say I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius.
There's nothing stable about that guy. You know, one thing I've been critical about is I feel like you've been like MIA during this global pandemic. You know, it's people like Governor Cuomo here in New York who have become political stars simply because we see and hear from them every day. So I'm just like, I'm wondering how you're going to energize people and win a campaign from the House.
Well, I tell you what, I'm following the rules, man.
True.
Number one, I'm keeping the rules. My governor says he doesn't want us out. I haven't been out. I wear my mask. I have a mask. I got Secret Service outside. I walk outside. I have it on. They get tested. And by the way, I'm beating them across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Over 160 million people have watched me so far on shows like yours.
Okay.
All the stuff about it hurting me. It's not hurting me. I'm winning in all those states. I'm ahead in all the national polls. And the more he talks, the better off I am.
Yeah, we know polls can be illusions though. Like, you know, we looked at all the polls in 2016 too, and look what happened.
Totally different, man. 2016 is totally different.
Too.
What you had then is you had somebody who didn't know it all. They wanted to just change the system the way it was. He was the biggest change. He had no serious opposition that turned out to materialize. And so it's totally different. Right now, we're in a situation where it's like, you know, that Carney show goes through town once and you find out there's no pee under any one of those 3 shells that get pushed around. Mm-hmm. Next time it comes back, what do? Next time it comes back, you ain't playing. You got to figure it out. Okay. And let me tell you something. My community figured it out a while ago. But here's the deal. What I have to do is I have to continue to talk about the things that matter.
Well, pause that.
What's he mean? Yeah, I caught that too, Shay. Ooh.
Speak on it. What's up, Shay?
What the fuck is he? What is he talking about?
Shall I go back? About a couple seconds or something? He says community figured it out.
No, I heard what he's saying. I heard what he's saying, but he's talking about accomplishments that he's not naming yet. So I'm just saying, for the regular person that's listening, like Mei-Ling, are you into politics?
Mm-hmm. I sure
What
am.
is he saying? What does it sound like he's saying to you?
He's just rambling. To me right now, he's just rambling. He's talking in circles. He's not making any sense.
I feel like he's on the defensive right now. Like he could tell just from the beginning of the interview where Charlamagne says, "Man, my family's doing fine. Be blessed, black and beautiful." And he said, "And the blacks right now are getting killed though."
Yeah.
Yep.
But you don't know what he meant by that. I know a lot of people probably assuming he meant by the coronavirus. I mean, let's try to assume that's what he meant, but let's be honest here too.
I thought I thought when he said that, it brought me to the police brutality that's going on and everybody getting shot down. That's where my mind went to it when I heard him say that.
There's many ways that he can explain it, but he has to be more specific.
In general, but
there is lots of ways black people are dying right now.
Exactly. As horrible as he may sound right there.
So insensitive, like.
Right.
But let's be honest here, though. Who's sensitive to the black struggle?
YMF. Can I say a little something?
Yes, you may.
One thing y'all gotta look at with politicians, I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican, he gave y'all a cold word right when he was talking. He said, when the carny comes to town, he talking about the circus. When the circus comes to town, they start playing games with the people. They entertain you for a little bit. And they make you think that you're playing a game that's not rigged, but the game is rigged, you know? And the thing with him saying about the blacks is dying out here, that's a tool they use called scare tactics. They want black people, they want you to think about the cops killing black people. They want you to think about all of the inner cities getting the coronavirus. So he could be like, look what Donald Trump didn't do for y'all. Donald Trump didn't do this for y'all. But if I come into office, I'm going to do everything that it can to help y'all. These are scare tactics he's using. The old stuff in the book. And people got to start waking up to that. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Nice breakdown. Love that breakdown.
That was beautifully said.
Yeah. Hey, that's DM3 Entertainment. Exactly. Absolutely correct. And not only that, but he's being very defensive, as you say, so he's trying to prop himself up. So, right, like you said, he's using fear mongering to try to garner blacks on his side. And honestly, the police brutality, police brutality got worse underneath Obama. And I mean, especially in his latter years, because Trayvon Martin was brutally murdered in 2012.
Say their names, because their names still matter to this day.
Man, there's so many names, I don't remember them all. I'm going to be honest. Shit, I have a cousin. My cousin just died this week, got shot in the fucking head, man.
Why you telling the truth on that? That's why I tell people, stop trying to put your faith in Democrats, Republicans. We as colored people, we getting destroyed out here because we constantly think we gotta find somebody else to rescue us.
We looking for a white savior.
Remember, Superman's a white man. Leave him alone.
Exactly.
Get into your own community and start doing something for your people, and stop always thinking that they got to save you, because they got a plan, and their plan is to keep doing what they're doing.
Yep. But that's every community though. We the only ones that just not getting it. Every community is doing it. They making sure that their people is cool and able to prosper. They put away their petty differences just to make sure they get to $1, get to a security and peace of mind. We the only ones still playing catch up.
And I see a lot of black people that are Democrats and they're still going to vote for Biden after he's saying this, these sentiments. He's just slipping off, just saying anything he feels like off the top of his head. He's not even thinking straight.
Because black people are slaves.
Saying he has cognitive dissonance or whatever the hell.
I know a lot of people going to be mad at me.
We cannot keep falling for the same okie doke every time somebody says something, even if it's in a full sentence. They like to speak about Trump not knowing how to speak to black people. Joe Biden is awkward around black people. We need to be honest about that. He's very weird when it comes to minorities. He doesn't know how to talk to us. He doesn't know how to relate to us. He damn sure don't. He doesn't even know how to have empathy when speaking to us.
Right on the nose.
Like, be careful with that emotional manipulation, you guys. Just be careful of that emotional manipulation, because they do use it. And if you ain't up on game, you're going to get sucked right in thinking that they going to do something for you, and you're going to end up face down, ass up.
True.
And the things that matter are, for example, right now,
go ahead, continue.
There's a study out of Columbia University and the Disease Control Center up there. They pointed out that if he had listened to me and others and acted just 1 week earlier to deal with this virus, there'd be 36,000 fewer people dead.
Stop it.
And you guys are wondering.
Stop it.
What's up?
When were the borders closed? When did Trump close the borders? And wasn't he called a xenophobe for it, behind it? And now he's talking about.
I think he's talking about.
He's talking about coronavirus,
borders?
and if they acted earlier, there would be 36,000 less deaths than we currently have. Trump closed the borders in January. Stop.
I tell you,
he was a xenophobe back then.
Like I said before, Mei Ling, it's fear mongering. They're trying to point the finger on Trump so that people would say, "Well, Trump is the greater evil. I need to go with Biden. He's the lesser evil."
They tried that dumbass strategy back in 2016 with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton.
But like I told my daughter,
she had hot sauce in her bag.
Exactly. Hey, Shay, you deserve this. Because exactly what I was about to bring up, that hot sauce in the bag thing, man. Like, come on, man. That's why I ain't gonna lie. That's why I voted for Trump. Remember, I told y'all, I said this on this podcast about like 3 months ago. Man, I voted for Trump, man. Everybody like, why you voting for Trump, man? I voted for Trump because I don't like Trump. It's not that I like him. It's not that I support him. But, you voted for him, so let me support him. I said, no, what I support is black independent thinking from these two parties. Like, we got to get away from these people. We got to make our own party. Like, the Black Panther Party should have been our party from the beginning.
I disagree.
Why am I?
I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, that's what makes us great people, because we have different opinions. But we gotta come together. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts, Phone?
I mean, I still want to hear the full interview and all that stuff. Up to this point, I got things I want to say, but I was waiting for the whole.
Oh yeah, we can continue the interview actually.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you guys stop.
No, it's fine.
But
no, it's cool. That's the point.
All right. And what's he doing? Come on, man. Get a life. Get a life. This guy has been incredibly terrible. And what we've had is, back in January, I wrote an article back, I think, the 27th of January, said this pandemic's here. We should act. Every other country that was acted around the time, got the notice around the time we did, they have considerably fewer deaths as a percent of the population. I'm the guy that said we ought to take hard records and find out exactly how many people in the black community are getting COVID and are dying from it. And look what's happened. Now everybody's going, oh, surprise, surprise. Look, everybody knows this. We have to come back. We have to fight back. And, the crisis is laying bare the institutional racism that's still prevalent in our society. And I believe we have to address it by transforming our economy, and this time bringing everybody along. And we haven't. Look, he started to undermine the pillars of his economy before. Look, the blinders, Charlemagne, in my view, have been taken off. Okay. Now people recognize that those essential workers, a disproportionate amount of them, are African Americans. And they're breaking their necks, risking their lives, losing their lives. They're grocery store workers, they're bus drivers, they're delivery people, they're the people who are on the line. They're the healthcare workers who are in a position where they're taking care of the nurses. I mean, and they're making basically the minimum wage. Mm-hmm. So this time when we come back, we had not only move this along, we not only rebuild, but we have to transform this economy. We can create millions of new jobs in transportation, energy structure. There's jobs. A job is a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. It's about how you're treated. And that's how we built from the working class to the middle class. But this time we have to address the institutional racism. We've seen it more clearly now. In a black majority county, they're 6 times more likely to die in a pandemic than a white county. They're disproportionately uninsured in the African American community, disproportionately make up essential jobs that they can't do at home. They're risking their lives every day. Enough's enough. And this Biden recovery I'm going to put together will bring everybody along. I'm going to build a better future, not back to what we had.
He's bullshitting.
Back to something better than we had.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I don't know if you saw
a
couple weeks ago, Sean Combs, you might know him as Diddy. You know, he said what I believe a lot of black voters, including myself, feel, and that's that Democrats take black voters for granted. Votes are quid pro quo, right? It's not like I don't want to vote. I just want to know what candidates will do for us in exchange for our votes. The same way young progressive Latinos or the LGBT community.
Absolutely.
We want the same thing. Do you feel like black people are owed that from the Democratic Party?
Absolutely, Paul. What did I say? Remember when they said Biden can't win the primaries?
Yes.
I kicked everybody's out. Excuse me.
Talk like that. I need you to say that. You did what?
No. I won overwhelmingly. I told you when I got to South Carolina, I won every single county. I won a larger share of the black vote than anybody had.
Yo.
He's deflecting like a motherfucker. Like, why is it Charlemagne stopping him? And it's like, yo, I want to answer the question I just asked you.
Charlemagne is smart.
He repeats the same sentiment I had. Okay.
Energy, what's up?
Hey, Damon.
Hey, Charlemagne is smart. He's letting his ass talk because he understands. That's how you got to conduct an interview in a way. You know what I'm saying? You let them go ahead and talk. And he already see that Biden is very defensive. And he keeps talking about, you see how I keep bringing it back to him? Like what he did or what he supposed he had did and shit.
Mm-hmm.
To take it away from, like you said, Shay, to deflect away from what Charlemagne is really asking him to address.
Including Barack. I increased the vote in I won every single county. I won a larger share of the black vote than anybody has, including Barack. I increased the vote in Virginia overwhelmingly by 70%. Look, what people don't know about me is I come from a state that's the 8th largest black population in America. The 8th largest. I get 96% of that vote for the last 40 years. They're the folks, as they say it my way, brung me to the dance. That's how I get elected every single time. And everybody's shocked. I get overwhelming support from the black leadership, young and old. Every poll shows me way ahead. And it's not just, I hear this, oh yeah, old blacks are with Biden, but youngs aren't. Look at the polling data. Polling data, let's say it's off by half. Come on, man. Give me a little break here. This is where I come from. I got involved. I came home from college, and I had a job with a really fancy law firm out of law school. And my city is the only city in America occupied by the National Guard, the military, for 10 months when Dr. King was shot. And I had this fancy job, a kid coming from a lower middle income household. I quit and became a public defender. And I stayed in that community. I was the only guy when I was in high school. I had a job, a country club kind of job at a swimming pool. I was the only white employee in the East Side because I wanted to work in the projects, because I wanted to understand. That's how I got involved in politics. That's what this is all about for me. It's about equality. It's about dignity. It's about treating people with respect. And so, you know, when you take a look at my record, people talk about the crime bill. Crime bill didn't increase mass incarceration. Other things increased mass incarceration. And the reason why, if you go back and look, and I know you talk about it, you go back and take a look. That's why you had the vast majority of the Black Caucus at the time supporting the crime bill.
Because they slaves.
Almost every major city black mayor supported the crime bill because blacks were getting killed overwhelmingly as well. No. And what happened when that crime bill? It had 4 or 5 really important things. It had the Violence Against Women Act. It said drug courts, don't send anybody who has a drug problem to jail, send them to rehabilitation.
That's only for
to a drug court. It had in it, they had the assault weapons ban, getting rid of assault weapons, getting rid of the number of rounds you could have in a gun. It also had in it a whole range of other things, but had things I didn't like. Clinton wanted to put in a deal where, in fact, 3 strikes and you're out. I opposed that 3 strikes and you're out bill. I opposed the position taken that saying that you're going to have any mandatory sentences. But on balance, the whole bill, what happened was it did, in fact, bring down violent crime in black communities as well. And guess what? The fact is, prison population didn't increase. 94% of every prisoner in jail is in a state prison, not a federal prison. No federal law. And here's the deal. The one thing I opposed in that bill was people wanting to give money to state prisons to build more prisons. I opposed it. But the point was, on balance, everything from the assault women's ban to the Violence Against Women ban to the drug courts, they were important. And now look what we can do. Look, I've been pushing, along with my colleagues in a Black Caucus in the United States Congress, we should change the entire, and I've been doing this for a while, change the entire prison system from one that is punishment to rehabilitation. There's only a couple things everybody has in common in jail. One is they were the victims of abuse, or their kids were, or their mother was. Number 2, can't read. Number 3, they don't have any job skills. They were in a position where they didn't get a chance. Why does it make sense? Why did I come along and write the first act that said when you get out of prison, you don't just get a notion where you get $25 in a bus ticket. You end up under the bridge. You end up under the bridge and just do the same place. So every single solitary person being released from prison should have access to every single government program. Why does it not make sense to have African Americans who are getting out of prison, who serve their time, everybody for that matter, be able to have public housing? Why doesn't it make sense that they can have Pell Grants to go to school? Why doesn't it make sense they can have access to health care? What are we, nuts? That's what we keep doing.
Yeah, sorry, that's our time there.
No, I'm sorry. I know Jill has to use this, but I've talked too much. I apologize.
No, I gotta ask you though. You know, why so much?
Yo, you seen how his aide or whatever was trying to get him off the phone right then and there?
Joe's trying to save his ass in.
Yep.
Because he's trying to say like Pell Grants and all that stuff that they did in that bill or whatever the fuck or whatever he did. He's trying to accuse Charlemagne like, look, this is all the good that was in it. So why didn't that make sense? He ignoring all the negativity and all the like the bad stuff and try to say, hey, look, it was this good stuff here. There was a lot of bad stuff, but hey, there's some good stuff here.
He's trying to sugarcoat the whole situation.
Yeah, it's like having shit
and
covered in sugar. It's like, hey, I know it was shit, but it's sugar right here.
He's playing that emotion. He playing on the emotion, Smokey.
Much resistance on admitting the crime bill and other legislation you are a part of was damaging to the black community.
Dave Moon said, this is nonsense. There's no black caucus that represents people of color, and that isn't the same. Also, this is a trick, an illusion of inclusion. Our main party used to be Republican. Facts. Hey, phone, can you mute yourself real quick, phone? Got a lot of noise in your background, bro.
Because we had Hillary
I don't know if you hear me.
on a few years ago. Miss Clinton said that the crime bill, we made a lot of mistakes with that, and she wanted to atone for that.
Okay.
Yo, phone.
All right. Thank you.
Phone, can you mute out for a minute? Phone Jones.
Oh. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Phone Jones, can you mute out for a minute, bro?
Okay. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm wilding.
All right.
Becoming the next president. Like,
he was wrong. What happened was it wasn't the crime bill. It was the drug legislation. It was the institution of mandatory minimums, which I oppose. Mandatory. I oppose them.
I thought you was a part of that in '84 as well. The Comprehensive Crime Control Act that established mandatory minimum sentences for drug offenses.
No. What happened was what you're confusing is what happened was the Black Caucus came to me and said, "Look, I did this study when I was chairman of the Judiciary Committee. We looked at every district of the of the 10 court districts in America, federal court districts, and we found out that if you got arrested for robbery and convicted, and I got arrested for robbery and convicted, it was the first time, you went to jail an average of 13 years. I went to jail an average of 3 years. So there was this whole move, same time for the same crime. So no one based on their color could go to jail longer than anybody else for the same crime. So what happened was there was a judicial selection committee setting up that how you deal with making sure that the sentencing process is taken out of the hands of a prosecutor saying, I'm going to want 12 years, 13 years for you, and 3 years for me. The end result of that was the unintended consequence, which we changed, Barack and I did, was the fact that you, in fact, all of a sudden, you could not lower my sentence or your sentence be lower than what was the average sentence for everybody else going to jail in the districts. That's how that came about. It didn't say mandatory. We said to the judges, you can't send people to jail for the same crime different times. They have to be within a framework. That's why that has been changed. And while I was vice president, I helped Barack, we reduced the prison population federally by 38,000 people. 38,000 people. And the only mandatory was in there was carjacking, which I opposed, and 3 strikes and you're out, which is ridiculous. It only was imposed 3 times. But still, even once makes no sense. The idea of 3 strikes and you're out. Give me a break. And the other thing we have to do, one of the things that, I was a public defender. I'm going to insist when I'm president that a federal public defender gets paid the same amount of money as a federal prosecutor gets paid. So you have representation. People have representation. But the bottom line is, the other piece is, I'm going to try to change, and I've laid it out. I'll send you a copy of my plan so you have it.
Deliver every voice?
Pardon me?
What, deliver every voice or what?
No, the plan I have is my manifesto for Black America. And particularly the portion of it that relates to how, in fact, we're going to deal with the prison system. If you are in prison, if you are convicted of a crime, no one should be going to jail for drug crime, period. Nobody. No matter what the crime, particularly marijuana, which makes no sense for people to go to jail. They should be just wiped out completely. And the reason is that, if anything, for those crimes that are actually continue to be crimes, scheduled crimes, which marijuana shouldn't be anymore, what is happening is you shouldn't go to prison. You should go to a mandatory rehabilitation. Mm-hmm. It costs less to put people in a drug rehabilitation program than it does in jail. And you have a chance. We got to give people a chance.
Vice President Biden, I've read some of your Black agenda, and you say that you would decriminalize marijuana. What's the difference between legalizing it and decriminalizing it?
Because they're trying to find out whether or not there is any impact on the use of marijuana, not in leading you to other drugs, but what it affects. Does it affect long-term development of the brain. And we should wait till the studies are done. I think science matters.
I think we got decades and decades of studies from actual weed smokers, though.
Yeah, I do. I know a lot of weed smokers.
I want to ask you about your running mate. I don't know if you saw. Well, I saw today that a news report broke that Amy Klobuchar was being vetted, and a lot of people on social media, they're not too happy about that. And it's because they want your running mate to be a black woman. I don't know if you saw the op-ed in the Washington Post by some of the leading black women voices in this country, and they feel since black women are such a loyal voting block, and black people saved your political black woman. I don't know if you saw the Amy Klobuchar was being vetted, and a lot of
weed smokers.
I want to ask you about your running mate. I don't know if you saw. Well, I saw today that a news report broke that Amy Klobuchar was being vetted, and a lot of people on social media, they're not too happy about that. And it's because they want your running mate to be a black woman. I don't know if you saw the op-ed in the Washington Post by some of the leading black women voices in this country, and they feel since black women are such a loyal voting block, and black people saved your political life in the primaries this year. They have things they want from you, and one of them is a black woman running mate. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered. Multiple.
Well, you know,
Thanks so much. That's really our time. I apologize.
You can't do that to black media.
I can't do that to white media and black media because my wife has to go on at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has.
One more time, people. One more time.
The fact I want something for my community. I would love to
listen to y'all.
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. Come on. Take a look at the record.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, thanks. I will come back.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you in person.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay, pal. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Charlamagne.
The fear of missing out tactic. He's using fear of missing out, and he's taking that and trying to win their emotion and sit there and brainwash people all over again. Come on now.
Very true.
So how are we doing this? Are we going on the line and asking everyone how we feel about that?
Nah, I mean, you know, this is the real podcast right here,
panel.
man. This is the realest podcast on the planet. So it's like, yeah, like who want to go, you know, ask each other questions, whatever. I mean, what's up, Shay? What you thought about it? I want to
see what DM3 has to say about that, because he's been the most quiet.
DM3 was the most quiet? What? He was dropping gems.
Well, the video is playing he was.
First of all, Phone Jones.
You're having some audio issues, DM3.
Yeah, he sound like he in a fishbowl.
Yeah, DM3, you sound far right now, bro.
Like he got a.
Hey, Phone, can you do me a favor, Phone? Can you mute yourself, and then when you talk, unmute yourself? Because it's like a lot of background noise. I know you're a busy man right now. You're on the move. Hey, Phone, you heard me?
I hear you.
Alright. Good looking, bro. DM3, say what you were saying, bro.
Just 1, 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better. Hey,
yeah, we can hear you.
All right. First thing I want to say, y'all, I don't like the term black, so I'm going to say melanated people. Because to me,
hold on, 3. 3, hold on. Hey, phone, can you mute yourself real quick?
All right.
All right, go ahead, 3.
There we go.
Okay, as I was saying, I hope y'all can hear me.
I hear you perfectly.
When I'm talking, we're melanated because I don't like the term black. To me, black is a code for the police. Leave it like that. Now, like I said earlier, Biden is just trying to get the melanated people's vote. So he's using all of the old tactics that every Republican and Democrat use. They say, I am the less of the evil. I am the less of the evil. So choose me over the other evil. But like I told my daughter, I said, if the word is evil in there, then don't mess with either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can always vote for whoever you want for when you vote. So that's personally myself. And we could go even deeper with the whole thing, but we're not going to do that at this point. But to me, he just got up there trying to grab up all the votes he can from people of color. He tried to use all of these type of things like the ghetto, the projects, low income. All people of color ain't from the ghetto. We all not poor. There are people who have education. There's people who have businesses. So people of color is every genre, but they keep trying to put us in this little small box. Like, oh, we the Democrats. We for the black people. We for the colored people. Y'all supposed to be for the people. And we supposed to want somebody who's for us, not just because he's less
the only time they
evil
was like
than
that,
the other guy.
Which is, you see what you said right there? You're supposed to be for the people, the Democrats, right? The only time they was for the people was when Barack Obama was in there. Then they're not for black people. Right? Now, when the black man's in office, you're not for black people, you're for all of the people. Right? See,
but
so
I'm going to tell y'all.
They play it.
I'm going to let y'all know something. People might not like what I got to say, but Obama was just a figurehead to appease people, to appease you. Because in actuality, he didn't do nothing for the people of color. Didn't do nothing for us. He did a lot of stuff for people who are other. He did a lot of stuff for the Rainbow Mafia, but he didn't do nothing for people of color. So people gotta stop.
What'd you call him again? The Rainbow Mafia?
The Rainbow Mafia.
They got them dicks.
We gotta stop fantasizing that Obama was like our Black Panther or something. He ain't have our back. We was never a condom. You know? I just want to say that, you know. But we as people gotta start looking out for us.
Yeah.
I say someone else can take over from me.
That's why I voted for Trump. When they told us go for the lesser two evils. I'm like, who the lesser two evils? They said Hillary Clinton.
Well, I voted. Well, me, YMF, I voted for Bernie.
But guess what? You know what Bernie showed me though? Because I was going for Bernie, right? I was going for Bernie. But you know what it showed me? After they robbed him at the Nevada Democratic Convention, and it's public knowledge, it's known. And he endorsed Hillary Clinton. I said they could suck this black dick. They're going to vote for Trump. Because you're not going to insult me and say, yo, I won't go with the person that's trying to sit there and pander to me. And because she shows that she doesn't hate me, or she shows that she's trying to be down with me. When, like what Malcolm X said back in the day, the Democrats is nothing but a silver fox with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, he said silver wolf or something like that. You know, Republicans are wolves. They let you know they baring their teeth. They barking at you. But the other wolf is in sheep clothing and shit. Yeah. And he said he hate the Democrats most. He hate the Democrats most because of that. And I'm the same type of way. I want you to let me know you hate me. I actually like that more because it let me know where you coming from. Now, you know, it's up to me. Like, you know, you giving me more. You waking up my people. Basically, that's how I felt. Like if Trump get in office, he's gonna wake up my fucking people. He's gonna wake up my people to let them know that this country was never for you in the first place. You see what once Trump got in the office, he was able to do all that shit for them poor white trash. Sign stuff into by executive order for them and everything. People kept saying Obama couldn't do that for us. He has to be the president for all people.
I'm gonna explain something to you. The reason why Obama had his hands shackled is because he knew that he had to play the game. If he did something for him, if he would have done something for us as a people, they would have got him out of office quick, or he would have been in somebody's pine box.
But he should have took the sacrifice. If he was really down for us, he should have took the sacrifice because somebody that really loved their people. It's like all the other civil rights people before him, like Harriet Tubman. Like we can go for it. We could go down the list of names that took true sacrifice and true face of danger and death.
We don't even gotta go far back.
Even knowing and honestly, blacks has always had, like, you know, think about it. It's only a few of us that was
back in 5 minutes.
That was conscious of our situation. Like we could talk about Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman around those times. How many people were really conscious of the situation? Not many. Not many blacks were conscious of the situation because they were slaves, and they was in the face of death. I got you, phone.
Why you hear me?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. All right.
Got you, bro. They in the face of death, man. So we got somebody that's in the highest office, as they call it. He not willing to sacrifice himself, even if he knew he was a puppet. What that's telling me is that he was a coward. I can't respect no coward. He sat there with them puppy dog tears crying about Trayvon Martin. Bro, you should have made sure, called down there, because you over the governor. You over the mayor. You over all them local governments. You could have called in like, man, he getting 100 years in the execution line. Fuck you, me? You could call the shot in on Osama bin Laden in a foreign country. You call an execution on a motherfucker in another goddamn country over the seas in the Middle East. That's not even your fucking people. So you have the balls to do that and make that call. Make the call over here. That's how I feel about it, man. The Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party should have been the party for black people from the beginning, man.
Well, YMF, you're going right down the right road. Meaning that when you have the president got the power to make some bills to try to pass it into office, right? Because I told these people, made a comment on this other video having to do with how the cops was treating people in the streets of New York, having to do with that social distancing thing, right?
Right.
I said somebody on the comments, I said the president needs to make some laws having to do with police who act abusing their power. Other people start saying, well, the president ain't got that power. You got to talk to your governor. You got to talk to your mayor. This is not true. Like you said, if the president can go overseas and chase down another melanated man, yeah, he's Arab, but he's melanated. Another melanated man and kill him, he can show him something to this country and shoot down or do wrong. Do people right by putting justified people in jail that don't supposed to be out here, just basically destroying the citizens.
3, you pulling at my heartstrings. No gay stuff right here. But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Listen, y'all, where y'all start. No gay stuff. You pulling at my heartstrings right now because you know who Gaddafi is?
Yeah, exactly. That's the name I was thinking in my head too.
They used Obama. They used Obama.
Go ahead.
They used Obama to destroy any chance of the melanated people to get any type of income or source or like their own independent source of income. Because what was Gaddafi trying to do? What the fuck was Gaddafi trying to do, man?
Trying to make one currency in Africa.
Exactly.
So they didn't have to depend on the United States.
It would turn the global, the global. It would have shifted the economy, which would have messed us up over here in America. But honestly, he was calling for African Americans to go back over there. He's calling for all blacks to get back over that motherfucker. It would have shifted us back to being our rightful place.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They assassinated him.
Yeah, they assassinated a lot of people who understood what time it was. They assassinated Malcolm. They assassinated Martin. They assassinated so many people who understood what the system really about. What it's about is the haves and the have-nots. And small percentage that got everything and don't want to give it to nobody else. But as soon as people start to understand, hey, this ain't right, they start dropping you. They start getting rid of you.
Yeah.
Because that earlier thing when somebody bring up the thing about the Black Panthers. If anybody know about the history of the Black Panthers, they understood the beginning. It was a grassroots group trying to do something for their community and then for their people.
Right.
But then the American government went inside and infiltrated it and destroyed it within because they knew the power of the people coming together would stop what's going on now. Because you think about it, if melanated people, black people, Spanish people came together and said, hey, we're going to look out for our own people, we would be so powerful, but they don't want that.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's amazing about people that's melanated, bro? We have the most love for everybody.
I think that's a part of our makeup. It's like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
In our DNA,
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying that we are the people of love.
Yeah, love everybody.
Yeah,
except ourselves, sadly.
Yeah, if you look at the history of us as a people all over the world, look at history.
The Moors went up to Europe.
Take over the world. What melanated country ever tried to take over the world? No, none of them.
Nah. We didn't care about that.
What melanated person ever tried to kill a whole population of people?
Can't even think about it. Even over here, let's just get more modern right here. 3. When have you ever seen a black person, right? Just kill somebody off of just because. I mean, it happens, but I mean, like, just go up to a school and just massacre everybody.
Exactly. What happens is they got our minds so messed up that we shoot each other. Mm-hmm. But you never a group of AKA you never see a group of Crips ride up to Beverly Hills and shoot up Beverly Hills. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna see a group of Bloods in New York City just shoot up the Italian side of town. It ain't gonna happen. They don't do that.
When you say shoot each other, that stems from how they programmed us through slavery, which is we just mistrust each other. Like, it could just be one thing. It'd be the pettiest of thing. You'll kill your brother, or kill the person that look like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's like.
But
me myself, I like to use the term melanated because no matter what shade you are, you melanated. You could be a light skinned brother, dark skinned brother, in the middle. You melanated. You're not with the word black or light skin or red bone. That's separating people. That's making people feel like, oh, you ain't me.
I hear you. I hear you on that. But for me, I hear you on that. That's a beautiful way of looking at it. But for me, that's like when some people like this. I'm not black. I'm African. To me, I kind of like look past because it's all like let's be real here. 3.
Go ahead.
Us as American blacks. I know you don't like the word. We always find a new way to call ourselves something else, man. We always anytime even it could be a young brother or old brother. It don't matter. They're going to find something else to call themselves. You know what I mean? But my main thing is, cool, call yourself whatever you want. But recognize the fact that we both the same people.
Exactly.
That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm. I understand what you're saying, because that's like, I used to always feel that way too. But if you look back at, us as people, even if you believe you from Africa, or you believe you from America as an American Indian, or you believe you an Indian from India, what do we all have in common? Our melanin in our skin. So it's like educating yourself to understand what you truly are. See, what happens with us, they made us lose who we were. So that's why people always, 1 minute we black, 1 minute we African American, next minute we colored, next thing we Negroes, because they took away what we truly are.
I got a question, 3.
Go ahead.
To everyone here. Are you black if you vote for Trump?
That was a know me. I don't believe in the term anyway. But you can't put a person in a
Oh
group
yeah,
just
so that's kind of like
they
you
won't
kind of
vote.
not going to even you're not going to even recognize that question anyway. You
Yeah, but I get the premise of it. I say people got the right to vote for who they want to vote for. You can't tell somebody they not something just because they won't vote the way you think they should vote.
I've always been Mexican and Chinese, and after I vote, I'm still gonna be Mexican and Chinese. So I
That's
think you
right, man.
got that. I think that relates to me. I'm not black. He's correct.
shut up.
Yo, Shay, you need to start talking, Shay. It's your turn.
Yo, Shay, where you at, man? You need to get on camera.
I'm
We
in
need.
here. I'm just listening
No,
to what everybody's saying
we need you on
because
camera though.
I'm just so appalled
We need an eye
by the
candy on the
blatant,
We need some eye candy on the camera. Get on the
by
camera.
the blatant
She ain't even
disrespect
listening.
of how he feel like black people just gonna automatically sway his side because he was
Yeah.
with Barack. It's just the ultimate disrespect because we're so complex as a people. We have so many different type of like ways that we do things. We're not gonna all think the same way. We're not gonna always ride with the people that we want to ride for. And we have good reason to because we can't trust nobody. We have everybody who wants to profit off of our vote, but after you get our vote, what happens? It goes
Facts.
right back to being the same way, back to not progressing, back to digressing when it comes to financial reasons. Why I even voted for you. So now I'm questioning why I put you in the White House in the first place. So we talking about how bad Trump is, but can you imagine Joe Biden getting in the White House and really being how he really feels? It would be no different than Trump, I believe. It would just be said with a smile, like what you just said about what Malcolm X said. When they growl, I think he said it when they bite you, they growl with a smile. That's exactly what the liberals are.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what they are. If they can appease
I'm back
black
for a minute,
people
y'all.
by saying I got
Yeah.
hot sauce in my bag, if they could go break down a TikTok dance, niggas gonna rock with it. And it's sad. And it's like, is that what it's gonna take us to? I don't even know what black people. What do we even want? What do we even want in our campaign? What terms do we have other than just reparations? We have a lot of problems other than just financial
That
problems.
goes
So
to
when we get the money,
shows.
then what's the plan?
That goes to show we don't have belief with each other. Like you don't have belief
Within yourselves, like self
yeah,
belief.
and your own community. And remember what Joe Biden says in the beginning, my community figured it out.
Exactly.
When we're going to figure
And
it out.
they've
When we
been
going to
figuring
figure
it
it out. Like this is what we're dealing with too. I know a lot of people don't get mad at me when I talk about stuff like this, but like we have black women, black men out here talking about interracial dating, how they hate each other and shit like that. You know, black women out here saying, "Oh, black men been doing this forever," and black guys saying, "Oh, black women got attitude." Something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I talk so against interracial dating. I'm not, I don't say you're a bad person for it, but I just don't believe in it because we don't have belief in each other yet to even be able to do so. In my opinion, we gotta start loving each other first and foremost. Love yourself first and love each other. Get that out the way. You gotta get into some steps first. Y'all trying to do too much.
Instead of Biden giving people hope and a way out on their own, such as entrepreneurship and whatnot, he's saying, hold on, let me tie my cape. I got you guys. And it's just another ploy.
And they're using black women as props. Did you see when Charlamagne the God asked him about having
And that's what I was about to get into.
by his side as vice
And that's what I was
president?
gonna get into.
He said we're gonna have a prop instead if we can't have Michelle Obama.
It's not even about the prop though. Like I look at it even more deeper than that. Of course, they're gonna be
That's just
considering.
something to throw out. We all look at that's why I throw it out there to take it deeper, take it away. Because I'm trying to understand.
Because that's why I brought up interracial dating.
Because
right now what are a lot of black women believe in white zaddy. Like white zaddy is going to save them or they do better than black men and shit. So we have this white man, right? He be like, all right, yo, my VP a black woman. He got the black woman vote straight off the rip. If you look at any popular show, that's really watched by black women, most of the time the protagonist is dating a white man or she's like the side joint on some white man. I'm gonna just keep it I'm gonna just put it out there. That's how it is right now. You look at every popular commercial right now, it's an interracial couple. It's not a black man with a white woman, it's actually a black woman with a white man. They playing on people's emotions, they playing on people's dreams. And they understand a lot of black women dreams right now, especially in this generation. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck on that. So like when they start talking about, hey yo, a lot of people in the black community want you to have a black woman. Let's be honest, black men not really looking at this freaking voting this whole thing. We don't really care, honestly. But who's really politically really give a fuck is black women. And who pays attention to this whole process is black women. Black men don't really give a fuck about none of this shit. The only time you would see a black man giving a fuck about this shit is if you worried about his money. And who's gonna vote for? Let's be honest, Trump.
Following me and shit.
He's gonna vote for Trump. Shit. I'm just gonna keep it on that. I'm gonna keep it 100 on that.
YMF, this is another thing to think about. People have to realize when you deal with the woman, you have the whole of society. Because a woman, she raises the child, and if a child is a boy, that means that they got the minds of the mother and they have the minds of the boy, which is her son. But if you try to appease the man's side, you only get a piece of the community. So this is why they attack and they try to use the sisters as a tool to destroy the whole community as a whole.
Hey, phone, mute yourself real quick, phone. What'd you say, 3? My bad, man.
What did you get from me?
No, I heard you. You said they want to control the women because you get the family base pretty much.
Exactly.
Mute out Phone Jones, please.
Yeah, you get the whole of the family. It's a similar thing I was taught as a kid. They said when you pick a woman, make sure you pick a woman that's educated and smart, because your children will be educated and smart. But if you pick a dummy,
I hate that. I ain't trying to cut you off, 3, but I hate that mentality because I went to college, man, and honestly, it was plenty of sisters there in college and shit, but they educated and smart, quote unquote, but they don't really got that down to earthness. I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them is socially retarded.
YMF, when I say educated, I'm not talking about educated by the man. I mean educated naturally as a woman, knowing the things she should know as a woman, so she'll be able to teach her children what they need to know. That's what I'm talking about.
I agree with that.
When people go to college, all they're really doing is getting indoctrinated to a certain way of thinking. But by nature,
Hey, Phone Jones. I'm sorry. Hold on, DM3. Phone Jones, are you there? Phone Jones.
Nah, he not even on the phone. He's just doing whatever he's doing. Nah, I hear 3 though. 3, keep going, bro. You don't want to hear Phone Jones. It's rolling.
You should be able to. You got him?
Say that again, DM3.
Now I was saying you got control to mute him on your end.
Almost there, sir.
Nah, I got the control, unfortunately.
But yeah, I'm just saying they know what they're doing. The Democrats, the Republicans been doing this before we was born. They know what time it is. They figure they get enough people that got themselves all brainwashed in their head, they're gonna run to the polls and vote for him. But I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm about to make a statement that most people might not like, but I believe Trump gonna be president again anyway. He gonna be, because you got people. We're not dumb enough to just keep following what they want to follow. People gonna be free-minded to do what they want to do, and a lot of people gonna vote for Trump again, or they're not.
Hey, that's true. He may have just swayed the black vote tonight.
Honestly, though, the black vote ain't shit. I know a lot of people get mad at a lot of shit I'm about to say, but there's so much I'm holding back. But I really want to say a lot of stuff. But it's gonna be so horrible that I ain't gonna lie. Shay gonna hang up. You gonna hang up. Everybody gonna hang up. Like, yo, he on some nut shit. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. That's why we here.
I'm really being PC. Everything I said was super PC. I'm chilling, yo. I'm chilling, man.
I know you are chilling, YMF. I could tell.
I'm mad.
You're holding back.
I'm mad. I'm mad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I hate
it's
three. One thing, yeah, exactly. It's disrespectful, man. Like, you don't like one thing that make me mad. I don't care if somebody be like they stronger than me, or they athletic, or they can shoot better, or whatever. Don't insult my intelligence. That's the thing that make me mad. Like, don't sit here and call me like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm an idiot. I don't know better. I'm a child. I don't like that. I don't like that. Did you guys go to I just see it. Like I have eyeballs. The person that gave me the best advice ever was my mother. It's going to what you saying, 3. You know, women have the family, so they try to manipulate that the most. But like my mother told me to be observant. You know what I'm saying? Never go by emotion. Use your observation. Analyze your surroundings. Peep game. You know, my father did too, but you know, I was mostly raised by my mother. So, you know, I was about like 8 years old when she said that to me. Cause I used to always get into fights. And I still got into fights later on in life, but I always used to get into fights. Like somebody say something, I'm already mad, I'm fighting. But Biden never been told that by his mother. You can tell because he talk out of terms so much that you can see where he's coming from. You know what I mean? It's just like Trump. They both the same type of person. The thing is, Trump know how to control it a little bit better because he does business. Biden is not a business person. Trump is a business person, so he know how to utilize, you know, his directness. Because, you know, in business, you kind of want to be direct so you can close a deal and get that money on the table. Hey, look, this is what I can do for you. Are you cool with it? Or you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's like closing a deal with a female. You see her, you like her, you're like this, hey, what's up? Da-da-da-da. You could be somebody that can finesse, but I'm not that type of person. I'm not a finesser with a female. I'm gonna just tell her straight up, like, hey, yo, I ain't shit nigga. I got some dick. Cool with that? She is something or not. You know what I mean? Let me stop. Yo, what is all this noise, man? Somebody in the background, like, yo, Phone Jones. Yo, Phone.
I tried calling him on Instagram, and I tried getting a hold.
I don't know if Phone trolling right now. Yo, Phone.
Phone's messing with his phone.
Yeah, he cooking dinner or something over there, yo.
He got in his pocket and he walking and shit. Yo, y'all can hear me though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
The main thing.
But one thing one thing I want to say is that, you know, black people we getting real smart, man. It's getting to the point now.
Black people ain't getting smart. Black people ain't getting smart. I disagree. Black people ain't getting smart, man. We more disconnected than ever, man. We're more disconnected than ever, bro.
I agree, right, man.
Let me explain something to you. When I say black people, I'm talking about us as a whole.
Yo, I can be like this with my homies, bro. I be like, yo, I want a black woman, bro. Like, I wanna have like 6 kids with a black woman and shit. Niggas be like, why you gonna do that with a black chick, man? Them bitches be drawing, huh? Like, or I do see a black chick I like or something like that. I'm cool. I got a girl now, whatever. But before that, like, oh yeah, I've been a white guy before. Blah blah blah. They treat us better and shit. They take, man. I ain't trying to hit none of that shit. It's not. I don't give a fuck what a white motherfucker did. Like, it's different. Like, 3, you're a little bit older than me, bro. Like, it's different, bro. It's different. Like, I'm trying to tell you, it's different. It's like, one thing, we still got some of the same characteristics, but like the availability of connecting with different people is a lot is more accessible today. like a dude, like look at how many people travel nowadays. Back in the day, black people couldn't really travel that much or didn't have the means to. Nowadays, you see a chick, she go on solo trips nowadays. She go over to Italy, get fucked over there. She go over to fucking Brazil, get fucked over there, come back to America and go to her baby dad. That been basing the kids. It's different. I'm just saying, man. It's different, man. It's different. We're in a whole new plateau, man. We got social media. It's different, bro.
That's why you got that old saying, ignorance is bliss. Meaning that if you don't know a lot of stuff that's going on around you, you're going to be happy what you got and stop worrying about somebody else's, what somebody else got. See,
Correct.
the thing with social media today is that you can see everybody trying to floss for the gram and they really ain't got nothing. But back in the day when there was no gram, you only had one dude on the block that was flossing. And everybody else was just chilling what they do.
And 3, what are we in right now? 3, well, think about it though. You said ignorance is bliss, right? Ignorance is bliss, right?
Yeah.
Is more people more in a blissful state of ignorance than ever before?
Definitely. But the point I was making for ignorance bliss, meaning those who don't know a whole bunch of other stuff that's negative. Like if you don't have a lot of negativity around you, you're just gonna be appreciative of what you do have. You feel what I'm saying? Like in the past, people didn't know what a Maybach was. People didn't know what a Phantom was. People didn't know what it was to to Belize and all this other stuff. So everybody was happy with what they had, yo. They come outside. Homeboy had a Corvette, yo. He was straight. He was happy. But today, because people know so much that's out here, they unhappy. So that's where I was saying ignorance is bliss.
No. You're right. People know so much that they're unhappy, but what do people choose to do? They choose to be ignorant so they can stay happy.
Yeah, on that end too. But you get what I'm saying on the side I'm talking about.
My generation, bro, like how people is, bro. Like Shay, I know you know this for a fact, Shay. Like people want to stay ignorant so they can stay happy. Like they can know, like yo, like for instance, like look at men nowadays. Look at men. Men is weaker than women nowadays. A dude can be like, this is facts, bro. I got my best friend, bro. I'll fuck him. I'm gonna tell it. Listen, that nigga know his girl cheating on him. She polyamorous or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I got you.
You know she fucking other dudes. He staying with her because like he feel like he can't get no other bitch. So he rather stay ignorant so he can stay in a happy relationship. I'm just keeping the bean, and I see plenty of guys that's apparently like this nowadays.
Yeah.
And then it's just like the what happened with women back in the day. Like they be with a dude, they know he cheating around or whatever, sleeping around, whatever. She stay with him, big shit. Just to keep your relationship going.
Around.
Yeah.
It's been like that forever for women, though. We've been expected to stay around after the cheat.
But you know what's different about the past was when a man cheated in the past, he took care of his woman and took care of the chick on the side.
That's true too.
You know
that don't apply nowadays. Now they just want you to be the side and no benefits really.
No, Shay on some real stuff. You could get with another dude, and I bet you the dude you messing with, he gonna stick around. Cause I'm single. Not me though. I'm an old school type of boy, man. Like I'm ignorant, man. Like my brother said I was evil because I kicked out a chick because she wasn't doing right. Nah, I'm kicking you the fuck. No, get out the house. No, you're not staying in here. You're not gonna cut up with me, bitch. I'm tripping. I know I'm tripping because I'm talking like this right now on the live.
Go ahead.
Nigga, I've been drinking and I've been smoking. So I would say what's real.
But I'm gonna tell you, see the thing with between men and women, they gotta realize to recognize if a person's good for them or not. If you a man and you can't maintain your household,
my fault 3.
As the head of the household.
My fault 3. We got somebody. Damn, that was 3 minutes ago. I didn't even see it. Bob McDonald said, "Not a Colorado issue. F Trump." Son, I guess it's something that somebody said 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think I hear what he's talking about. I guess he's saying There's more white people in Colorado, so they ain't got no black issue like that. Maybe that's what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah, Colorado is pretty and they have legal marijuana there too. Remember when they legalized marijuana like years ago? I remember I was planning on the road trip to go there to buy weed. That's what I used to smoke. I was like, man, I'm about to go there. Yo, I gotta go to Colorado. Now look how far that shit was on Google Maps. Like I can't.
Yeah, I was supposed to go there last year. We had they got hotel rooms. They got places where they got it set up for weed friendly. You know, you go to clubs and just chill at the club and puff it up, all that.
So do you guys feel that this interview hurt Biden or helped him, and why?
I would say now he has to do a little bit. Right now he has to do a little bit of fixing, but it's a long ways away. Like Charlamagne said, yo, it's not. He still got a long way to fix stuff. You know, this gonna be just a drip in the bucket. People gonna forget about this.
To say that. Yeah.
After the versus battle.
Hold on, you think people gonna forget about this?
I think something else is gonna happen that's gonna make them forget about it.
I'm being sarcastic. I said after the versus battle.
Laughing my ass off.
Oh yeah, it is a versus. We're supposed to talk about that too. The versus battle so far, but with you know what? You know how people gonna forget about it? Because Charlamagne gave him a way out, and guess what that was, y'all?
What's that?
A black woman as VP.
But you know, you won't. Hey, YMF, like you
Let me stop, because Shay gonna beat me the fuck up if I do that. But listen,
YMF, you don't want to say nothing controversial, but I say it.
What's up?
Honestly, the black community shouldn't be wanting a woman to be their vice president. They shouldn't want to have a black man as their vice president, because the man's supposed to be the head of the household. So if you got a leader, a strong man that's helping move the country, that should make others start to step up and say, be a man and stop acting like a bunch of little suckers.
Nope.
That's caveman talk now, because who's gonna step up? What black man is gonna step up?
Nah, I don't want no black
man.
man.
Vote as much as black women do.
I don't want no black man in there.
A lot of brothers out there that's qualified to do it. The point I'm making is that
Cory Booker?
Family as a
Cory Booker?
Picture.
He's
not going nowhere.
Ooh.
He put his foot in his mouth plenty times, so that's not happening.
First of all, I don't want no black person in there.
And neither Kamala Harris either.
Yeah.
She married to a white man, so you know what? If you get Kamala Harris, he's gonna get all the black women vote, honestly. But I don't want no black man being VP. That's stupid. We already had a black man as president. All of a sudden now a black man gonna be VP. That's downgrade. No.
I'm saying
I don't care about the face or who's gonna be in there anymore. I care about their principles and what they want to do.
Oh, if we get Andrew Yang as
a
VP,
plan set in place, I don't care who's in there. Just
if we get Andrew Yang, yo, Biden, if you listen to us right now, you stupid mother. If you listen to me right now, you stupid. You better get Andrew Yang in that mud.
And Maylene, the same. What you asked just now, that question about what we think is gonna happen since this interview has come out, nothing's gonna happen. This is just water. This is water on a duck's back. Nothing's gonna happen. We heard him. He just made a comment just not too long ago about putting us back in chains. He just made that comment, and black folks are still rocking with it.
Whoa, where did that happen? I didn't hear that one.
You can go look up for the facts that he said some off-brandish things.
Whoa.
He's been constantly saying off-brand stuff like that. And then he tried to counterproductive what he said today with,
we gotta do another show on this,
saying that he shouldn't have been so cavalier.
We gotta do another show where we gotta talk about, it gotta be the Biden Trump series.
Yeah, but bottom line, politicians gonna be politicians, and we need to realize
we need our own politics.
Yeah, really, I'm like how like they said on Game of Thrones. I'm tired of the wheel. They need to break that shit.
Facts.
Yo, so So when the debates happen, like at this point, I'm gonna ask this question again, probably later on when some other stuff happens. Who do y'all got winning in the debates between Trump and Biden?
Trump.
Yeah, it's fun. That'll be fun.
Trump.
Yeah.
Cause he's gonna be animated and he's gonna be.
Cause you know, Trump gonna say, I'm the best president. I'm the best president, and Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
He can't remember his last name. But I've done a lot for the people. I gave out lots of checks.
You know what Trump gonna do?
You know how funny that's gonna be to see them argue about the popularity they have with the black community.
Trump gonna go full. Trump not gonna even try to get the black community. Trump is not gonna even try to get the black community. You know what Trump gonna say? He was the vice president to the worst president of all time.
Yeah, he gonna say that.
Yo, real talk. Real talk. And then he said he gonna be like this. He wasn't even voted. He was picked. Yo, Trump is going to have fun, man.
Yeah,
nope.
That's why I said we gonna get another 4 years.
Nope. With that aggressive energy like how he did today, he gonna lose.
Yo, Biden.
Y'all hear me now? I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have Trump for another 4 years, people.
Well, we already knew that from the beginning. Before I thought, you know what? Who I thought will beat Trump though was Andrew Yang. I feel like if they would have had Andrew Yang as the presidential candidate for the Democrats, they would have had a chance because he's talking UBI and he had actual solutions. Like somebody asked him, like, go in depth. He go in depth. These people right now, like when Charlemagne was talking to Joe Biden, he didn't. I don't know what his staff is doing for him or what he's doing for himself. He couldn't go in depth. He kept going. What you saying, Shay? Deflecting. He kept going to himself, trying to have it say his track record or whatever.
He was all over the place. He's like, black people love me. They've been voted for me and all type of stuff.
I had more votes than Obama.
He's talking in circles.
He's trying to use those key words.
He's trying to fluff himself up and make him look like the prettiest colored egg in the Easter basket.
It was the same argument that Hillary Clinton had. That was her whole basis. Oh, black people love me because my husband. But what did Cat Williams say? He said, "Well, bitch, we voted for we vote for your husband, not you.
Not you, yeah.
Like, bitch, we don't even know you was just a plus one on the list. Before you got all cocky and confident, like we were just going, like you just got the nigga vote automatically. No, it's not happening this time, Biden." And I'm really looking at Obama funny because if this is your friend, this is supposed to be Obama boy. You know what I'm saying? Imagine what those conversations could be like in private and talking about African Americans. And I've caught it a couple of times when I've seen Obama when he's speaking about African Americans, he's the same way. He slides over the question every time. What are you going to do for African Americans? What we're going to do is we're going to bring crime down. Okay, how are you going to do it?
He sidesteps.
You have the solution already, but we need the steps to take it there. You know what I mean? They never can give you a plain plan of what we can do. Ever. They don't have and then he said he had a black manifesto. I wish Charlemagne would have asked him deeper into that question. Like, what is in your manifesto?
YMF, stop your screen share.
Because they are politicians. That's what they do for a living. They play games with the people. And as long as they getting that check from the office, they don't care what they got to say to keep getting that check. Because they get paid lovely. Hope y'all know that.
But yeah, absolutely.
Because I just put it like this. This last thing I want to say. Personally, myself, I don't even believe in voting because we all know the college, the electoral colleges who put your president in. We just do this.
But the electoral college, it's not like a bad process, honestly. It's not a bad process, honestly, because how
as long as they vote with with what the people voted, right?
They don't do that though.
They don't have to. You're right. They don't have to.
They don't have to.
But they always did though. They always did though.
They have.
Now I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson super fast. The whole electoral college is because back in the day when there was 13 colonies, ain't nobody riding from state to state to get every vote. So what they did, they gave the voting power to certain individuals. And if that person wanted YMF as the president, it don't matter if his whole state wanted Mei Ling to be the president. It was all about who YMF wanted to be the president, and it's still like that to today. So the voting for us is just to make us
facts,
feel good.
though. It's who I want. It's like no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, the voting is just to make y'all think that y'all doing something.
Actually,
Right.
that's untrue though. It's never have been for who I wanted, honestly, or like who I thought. You know what I mean? I wish it would have been like. I remember when, like,
I have a question
in my
for you
hood, we had a
guys. So-
dance. We had a dance for when Obama won. Like, we had an actual dance, man, for the parties. It was called Obama, Obama, oh, Obama, Mama. Like, we was murking that Like, come on, man. Like, you saw that come on. Like, that.
Remember,
I hate that. I hate him, man. I hate him. I hate him for that.
About
hate
that
him.
old voting process.
Hate him.
Shouldn't they have to do away with that old voting process since we're living in 2020 now? Why should those old rules and the amendment and those rules in Congress and stuff still happening when we're in a new day?
Because the country,
Because they could still control us like that.
Exactly.
I was asking DM3 because the way he broke it down. So what about that can, like, you know?
Let me answer that. I'm gonna say, Shay, the reason why they still do it because the people don't let them change it. They don't put up enough fuss to say, hey, we ain't rocking it like that no more. And because the people don't do nothing, they keep doing it. And then a lot of people don't even know that's how it's really done. The average person, if you walk up to them and say, what is electoral college? A person will be like, what? What you say? They don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
And it's scary how uneducated Americans truly are.
It's easy to fool people who don't got no knowledge.
I have a question. So if Biden gets a black female vice president,
yeah,
think he has a black vote?
I don't think so. Like I said, I think what it is that too many black people now have their own minds. Everybody thinks different. Like all of us on the panel, we all got our own idea of what we want. And today's time, we ain't all one people no more. We ain't all like, oh, okay, it's Martin Luther King.
We never was though.
We all separate. Everybody got their own points of view now.
Yo,
Feel me?
Salute to Mr. Laura Wall for subscribing. You can see Lil John dancing on the screen. That's dope. But Laura Wall, what's up with you though, kid? I feel like if he do get a black woman as his vice president, he would have the black vote. He will have at least 90% of it.
Yeah.
I think we get so hooked up on having a black face for something that we don't care about the black agenda.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's a red or green or gold or fucking silver diamond face. Just as long.
I'm gonna do another one of those.
Just as long as we have some if we have a plan, if we have something like financially be more set. Okay, have all the money that's trickled down from the 1% go and put it in the people's pockets that need it. These programs that they set up for us, let them really have the money really go and fund those programs that we need.
Yeah.
Just as long as we have those things in place, I don't care who the fuck's face is on it. That's what black people have to get out of. Because a lot of black people that's like us, a lot of black people are not gonna care for you. A lot of black people don't give a fuck about each other. Okay?
True.
They can smile and you know make it seem plain and cute, like, oh, I'm for you, just like how Kamala Harris. I'm not gonna vote for Kamala Harris just because she's a black woman and she's She has she's attorney general for she was locking a lot of niggas up too when she had that position.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. You know, but it's because we want to feel so included. Well, since a black person, they have my best interest. No, they don't. Vote for a person for what they bring to the table, not what they look like. That's the reason why white people always brag about who they want, who they support. And that's why they go and get the Mexicans out of it. They look over us all the time because they know the Mexicans are going to go to work.
You know, one thing that I will agree with.
But see, the thing about black people, though, we've been going to work. So we should have been owning shit. But you know what? When we was owning shit, they always destroyed it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, blacks has always been the main entrepreneurs in this country. We were the producers, not the consumers. It turns from being the producers to the consumers. Because you got to think about it. We had to become the producers because nobody would hire us. Nobody will respect our skills. We come up with all the inventions. They started coming up with laws called patents that steal our ideas and then use it for them to profit.
Yeah.
Then they gave it credit to other people like the Chinese, the Irish, when they had us in chain gangs building the railroad. Not saying that those people didn't contribute. But let's keep it.
And I get so tired of that other sentiment too. And I'm not just trying to make a slight of Hispanics because I love Hispanics. I grew up with Hispanics.
Oh, they melanated people too. Hispanics actually have a lineage and connection to our people in the first place, and they try to lie about that too.
We always have that connection, but this idea that black people don't want to work is bullshit.
Hey. Back in the day,
how can you feel so bad? I mean, you have so much heart and sympathy for the Hispanic, but for the African Americans that's been here in this country for hundreds of years, you've not given us no type of. This is why I don't rock with Obama. Obama just sat back on his hands for 8 fucking years and did nothing.
Exactly.
People want to say, well, you have comedians like Ari Spears get on DJ Vlad and want to talk about, oh, well, at least he's a nigga. Shouldn't that be enough? Shouldn't that be enough that he's black and he's actually making us look good because he can form sentences and make like he makes sense? I don't care about what the fuck he sounds like or how nice he is. Well, where's our promise that he promised us when he was running? The first 4 years, and niggas ran with it the next 4 years thinking he was going to do something when he didn't do nothing the first 4. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what black people, where are we at? Like, this is the reason why they feel like they can do that. That's the reason why Joe Biden can talk the way he talks right now. This is why he's so bold. Their names kind of sound similar though. It's fucked up. Because I love Joe Budden, and I put in Joe when they put a B, it shows Biden and Budden. I'm just confused. Yo, this is just crazy to me.
But Shay, I agree with what you're saying 100%. That's why I tell people, don't get fooled just because it's a black man on the cover or something. Because if you look back at our people, colored people always been destroying colored people. It's because the fact that they set it up that way so that you can destroy yourself within. And like you were saying, we need to start having policies put into place. That's why I agree with what Puffy was saying, where he say, you're not just getting my vote no more. You got to tell me what you're going to do for my people. If you ain't got a plan to do for my people, don't come to me asking for me to vote for you. See, we as a people got to start saying, hey, you need to do A, B, C, and D. And if you do it, I'm with you. If you don't, you ain't getting my vote no more.
And this is why a cliche is a cliche for a reason. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly. Because I'm going to tell you, honestly, personally myself, like, I'd be like, they need to do some laws about all this police brutality they be doing to people of color. That thing is getting fucking ridiculous. You know, they need to start, anybody who's a person
though? Hey, I gotta ask you though, 3. Not to cut you off, you speaking eloquently. Who is they?
You want to say? Okay, what did I say? Okay. What was I saying exactly so I can say they? Because I'm just be going.
They need to do something. You said they need to do something about this police brutality.
Okay, got you. The politicians, the president, the people who make the laws need to start making laws that say, hey, police officer, if you abuse your power, you getting put in population with everybody else.
You mean hold them accountable?
Exactly. I mean, throw them in population. I'll be like, pitch, like say the next cop kills somebody, right? And they tell homeboy you getting put in a cell with the rest of the criminals. Oh, the next cop gonna think twice about doing that. They got to start making them, like you said, held accountable for the actions they do, because they do it to anybody else. Just because you got a blue suit on, why is it that you got the right to just shoot who you want to shoot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you guys? Speaking of that, I mean, it's a little bit off subject, but they did arrest. They did arrest that man that recorded.
Hold on. I got you. I know, we know that. Hold on. No. You know what? When 3, you killed it. This whole session here. But I want us to get in the mindset of, instead of they, us. Gotcha. Us. We
can't say it enough.
We need to start fucking checking them, man. You know they killed Dr. King because he started talking more like his last speech was the poor man's march speech. He said, "Yo, next time we go down to Washington D.C., they gonna cut us a check." That's the first nigga that said he gonna cut me a check. No, real talk. It was MLK, the peaceful bull. The person they shot because all he did was spoke. He said they gonna cut us a check.
You're absolutely right.
He said that. I'm trying to tell y'all. You think I'm making up words or paraphrasing? No, he said next time we go down to Washington D.C., they're gonna cut us a check. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He said they're gonna cut us a check. What?
He was also okay? Exactly. Who's making those demands now?
Hold on. No. Hold on. Y'all gotta think about it. Is MLK saying they're gonna cut us a check? You know how gangster that is?
That's the next step of progress. Of course they had to kill him.
I'm saying, you know how gangster, if a regular ball came up to you and said, yo, you gotta cut us a check to come through this hood, everybody would be like this.
And that's what a lot of black people are asking for now.
They'll be applauding.
We want tangibles. Tangibles 2020, okay?
But in 1968,
if you got exactly what
MLK
he said,
they gotta cut us a check.
Exactly.
I fell in love with MLK when I heard that speech. That's not I Have a Dream speech is like 4 years earlier than that.
Yeah. He was definitely talking some gangster stuff having to do with economics and everything, but people don't realize that. They try to just tell you about the I Have a Dream speech. Yep. But you know Malcolm was gonna come together and do some big stuff.
Exactly. Because they started going, they already tried all the peaceful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start going into like,
yeah. Because
don't you feel like it's either do or die? I mean, if you try to come with a type of angle like I'm gonna try to get money, I want you to pay me now for the atrocities of my ancestors. Then there's another side of the spectrum of the
Chinese
Black Panthers.
Bull. My bad.
And then who?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So and then you have the other side of the spectrum where you see the Black Panthers. They're saying, okay, we're gonna get ours regardless. I don't give a fuck if you don't give it to me or not. We're gonna protect our community and stand up and police our own community. We don't need no white racist ass cop that's from the valley and IE to try to come down here to the ghetto and police black communities. It doesn't make any sense. You're not gonna treat me the same way as you treat someone in your own community. So we should police ourselves. We got to start thinking of maybe, okay, so the police is a problem. The education is a problem. So we need to teach our own people, teach our own history. We're not going to have somebody else tell the story better for us because they're not us.
Facts.
So once we get to understand that, we'll be able to think outside the box on all of this shit. We don't even need no politics. We don't even need the left or the right wing. Because if the left and the right wing on the bird is bad, the bird is it's bad. We can't take off on either wing. You know what I'm saying? All we left was the body. So now we have to do what we have to do for us. We have to map out a plan for us. Now, who's going to be the figureheads to speak for us?
But you know what it is? We have to stop looking for like a leader and just work within. Like you start your own community and build that infrastructure right there. You know, because it's good. I'm glad you brought up the Black Panthers, right? Because people had to realize like you said, they originally started to do what? They wanted to police their own neighborhood. They wanted to feed their own children. They wanted to make sure the babies across the street didn't get hit by cars. You know, they was thinking about themselves and helping their own community. They wasn't worried about infiltrating or what's the word that Martin them used to say? Let's when you go to another school, when you go to like a
integrate.
Yeah, they wasn't talking about integrating that because that's one of our biggest problems as a people. We should have never, and I say it 1,000 times, we should have never integrated.
I agree.
Because when we were separated,
we was our best. We was living our best life.
Because when a woman needed her hair done, where she went to a black salon.
She went to a black-owned business. There were black-owned businesses everywhere.
MLK.
There was a black book that had all the black businesses in there because those
MLK in that speech,
black people could go to.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
MLK in that speech when he said they got
Black Wall Street.
Cut us a check.
Carolina had a Black Wall Street also.
And what happened?
MLK.
You know?
It wasn't just them two cities though. They tried to just make it seem like it was only two cities. It was multiple cities. It was multiple places.
That's the example.
It was all over the America. Even in Philadelphia too, man. You know, in the 80s.
Hiroshima got bombed too, but where the fuck is our reparations at?
Hiroshima got bombed in the 40s, but in the 80s, in the West Philadelphia neighborhood, a black neighborhood, the Philadelphia Police and National Guard dropped 2 bombs on the Philadelphia block.
Oh yeah, Philly had a big, strong, black community too.
It's still like that. Like, Dr. Umar Johnson, why do you think he gets so much hate? Like
he
I honestly
for different reasons.
No,
he
I'm gonna keep it a
asking for
buck.
money for a school, and he didn't really.
No, let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It's all over the place.
I will keep it a freaking buck, yo.
That's another show.
It is. Because I was about to, it's starting to get into this part right when I said Dr. Umar Johnson. It got to that part. It got right. He said, "Know what I'm saying?" Oh shit!
I fall into like the Brother Polite of the world and the Umar Johnsons of the world. Those guys.
Yeah, but
I actually met Umar Johnson when I was about 17. Graduated from high school, and this is before he was famous and before he was on Hidden Colors. I think that's what it's called. But
on the videos, I got you.
Yeah, he was pretty humble dude, and he was telling he exchanged numbers. He was telling me things and stuff like that, like I didn't really know at the time.
Did he tell you he was Frederick Douglass' ancestor? No,
he never approached like that. He just was saying like, tell me about African tribes, like the Dugan tribe. He was just telling me about a lot of things that I didn't know at the time about like how knowledgeable black people are. And I was going to college, so he said, "Yo, make sure you take something into science and engineering because you had the mind for it. And a lot of the stuff they steal from us, but don't let them people know what you really trying to go in there about. Make sure you just get that knowledge, and when you get the knowledge, you benefit your people." That's how he was talking to me.
Oh, okay. But he's just got a lot of people.
He didn't ask for donations. I think we doing that now. I think he do that now because I ain't gonna lie.
It's been a lot of talk.
I didn't even know he's from Philly, but a Philly nigga, you kind of start trolling after a while. Like, you know what, man, fuck these niggas, man. They can suck my dick, man. Yo, donations. After a while, I was like, but I don't think he a grimy dude though. I think he really care about his people. But
Johnson, but we getting off topic. I don't want to talk about him.
All right, I got you.
Go ahead. But bottom line is, we as our people's got to start doing for self. We got to start looking for. We got to stop looking for Superman to try to save us, and we got to start galvanizing, like Martin said. Let's galvanize and get ourselves together,
Right.
Cause it's crazy. I'm gonna make a video soon. I got a couple of these a couple of pictures that I seen. Do you know that the black community is a $1 trillion business? You know, that's the kind of money they make off of us. So my thing is that after this whole pandemic, people need to start realizing, find your neighborhood black-owned business. I don't care what it is, and start supporting it, and then tell them to support some other black business so that
or create one, or teach each other how to create one.
Yeah, start circulating. Cause even what May Link starting her her battle rap league. That's owned by I don't care. You're a sister to me. You're a sister, and she got her business going. So people need to support that. You know, we got to stop going to somebody else and support what they got instead of support what we got ourselves.
That's a fact.
That was the realest shit right there.
Thank you so much, DM3. Appreciate that.
That's the realest shit. Because that's and you know, this whole that's the real main reason for the TRBRC movement, honestly, because like I was saying in the beginning, a lot of people was upset about it, but promote each other, get each other like you're not killing yourself by sharing each other's shit. You're not killing yourself. You're actually making yourself stronger because you're building a base. You're building a base.
Everybody's
once
helping each other.
once that's there, it's going to just work itself. It's going to just happen because, like what you say, DM3, the black community is $1 trillion economic system that have no direction yet. It has no direction yet.
Because I give you an example. Like me and YMF. YMF, like, he likes Wilder. I like AJ. But me and him still gonna rock when it comes to the TRBRC. He gonna like who he like. I'm gonna like who I like. We gonna support each other in what we do.
Because you know what? We all just trying to make our families be able to eat. And actually, we all family. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, as long as we, and then you know what? We need that push from each other. Because we all have lives that ask beyond just our physical presence. Just beyond our physicality, excuse me. We all have lives that ask beyond our physicality. So that higher power is building a community that is going to be able to influence and be able to push each other. Because we are great. We are great. So
yes, you are.
Because YMF, you think about it, with all of us on this podcast right now, we got about 5,000 strong subscribers with all of us together.
More than that. If we start getting everybody together. But you right.
You know, you can do more together than you can do by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like me and you was talking, like, we gotta start chopping these shows up into clips. Like, you know, when you speaking your knowledge, put that on your channel. If you want to tune in,
make it a highlight clip of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's also make it easier on you. So now you don't have to make a blog. You like, this is how I felt about the Joe Biden situation. Bang.
Gotcha.
It's right there.
I'm listening. I'll be listening.
Oh yeah. All right, let me make a clip right here. This is how I feel about the Joe Biden situation. It can suck a brown bag of shit.
YMF has spoken.
YMF and Joe Biden voice, but you don't know me. You don't know me.
Oh yeah, yo, that's exactly what we would say. But hey y'all, I think is everybody, we got our stuff out, or are we gonna talk some more?
I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Hey y'all know what it is. Like, comment,
subscribe.
This is the realest podcast on the planet. If you believe it's a flat or you believe it's round, doesn't really matter on the planet. It's the realest podcast, TRBRC podcast. And this is your boy, YMF, the mom stickler, with Mei Ling, founder of Dragon Slayer Entertainment. Go support that. Go follow that. IG, YouTube. Got DM3 Entertainment. You know, dropping gems all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of mad at Phone Jones. It wasn't even. I was waiting for you and Phone Jones because Phone Jones was like, I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But DM3 putting that knowledge out there, man. This was great, dope shit. Shay Buggins doing the same. You know what I mean? So go subscribe to Shay Buggins, the Queen, the First Lady, TRBRC. She been. I don't know why she being camera shot today. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just telling her, like, nudging her, but I'm gonna leave it alone. It's like, fuck you. It's just what you said to me. I was like, cool.
On that Aquafina.
I know, with a name like Aquafina, you gotta show your face. Like, come on, babe. Let me stop.
What?
Is she still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
She just letting us talk about it. Why about?
But yo, go check out my girl Shay Buggins, man, on IG and YouTube. Subscribe and follow her on
My
IG.
IG is Shaughnessy Aquafina, SHANASEA Aquafina.
And Shay Buggins, I need a new video. I need a YouTube video. I need to look at something, yo.
I got
yo, I was telling yo 3. Thank you, bro. I was telling her that, like, yo, she a beautiful woman. Like, she sitting here drawing. Like, she want to put a blue avatar up there. Like, come on, man.
Yo, Shay, I'm gonna hit you with the Easy E. We want Easy.
No, we want Shay. What do you mean?
All right, y'all. All right, I'm out of here, y'all.
Yo, my bad, Shay. It's cool. Hey, yo. This is TRBRC podcast. We out. Stay locked and loaded. Yo, I think we're gonna do a show tomorrow morning. Probably a little bit later.
Yeah, you know how to hit me. Just hit me on the Instagram or something.
Yo, 3, appreciate you, bro. Hey, May Lang, appreciate y'all.
May Lang in the building. Roll it up.